Hey, what's going on, guys? Richie Fix here, back with another video, and time is running out for Storm Arena. And not all of you guys took the warning signs and messages seriously, so here we are. We're going to talk about it, and if you guys don't pay attention this time, it could cost you big time in your wallets later. Let's go. Alright, guys, yes, unfortunately, time is running out for Storm Arena, and I had to say something crazy like that to get your attention because a lot of you guys are not paying attention. Are they going out of business? No. In fact, it's quite the opposite. In fact, we've got a problem, but of a different degree here. The figures are selling out faster than me and Mountain Arts reviews had expected. And unfortunately, if you're not in right away, it's going to cost you majorly. And what do I mean by that? Well, unfortunately, it has been widely reported to me and Mars that Player One Ken is virtually impossible now to find at retail. And I knew they were going to sell out eventually, but I didn't know they were going to sell out this fast because the Storm Collectibles line did sit around for a while. In fact, some of them even went on sale, but with this new scaling and the price being cheaper, it's got a lot more collectors involved. And unfortunately, if you didn't get in from the get-go, Ken is going to be more expensive. And what kind of prices are we talking about? Well, unfortunately, I'm seeing him on eBay anywhere from $60 to $80. So somewhere in the middle, I guess the median in there would be about $70. But I'm telling you guys, this is not one of those lines that you can sleep on. If you want them, you got to get them. Soon Ryu will follow. If you don't have a Ryu, go get a Ryu immediately. Be thankful that the only player that you're missing out on so far is Ken. Maybe you have to spend a little more on this Ken right now if you haven't got him already. But I'm telling you guys, with this recent QC issue that we announced with the exclusives, I promise that won't slow anybody down from buying these figures. Now, you might be okay on like this purple variant here, but I did see Hanayama, is that the other guy? The guy in the suit from the Baki line? He's sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, and guess what? They don't restock. They don't, okay? So I'm telling you right now, and I'm trying to warn you, and me and Mars, we've warned you guys plenty of times about this because, you know, Hasbro will issue the occasional restock, and same with McFarlane and Mattel and things like that, but Storm, that's unfortunately one of their flaws, and I don't see them restocking Ken. For all those that are going to ask, is he going to restock? No, they don't restock. We've said this. They don't restock. So if you're not in from the get-go, then it's going to start costing you some major money because now the figures that you guys were praising were so cheap are going to turn into almost damn near the Storm Collectibles prices. So I'm telling you right now, and this, I'm not trying to make this a long video or anything like that, but if you don't have this Sagat, if you haven't pre-ordered Dan, and if you go through, the only place you can truly like pre-order them is like, I mean, you can go through some of the like, you know, Nerdzoics and some of the other like third-party websites, but if you're trying to get through Big Bad Toy Store, they do not even charge you until the figure ships. Now, this is not like some, you know, PR or anything for Storm. I have no connection to Storm. I'd love one, but I don't have one, and I am definitely not affiliated with Big Bad Toy Store. You've heard me talk enough crap about them, but unfortunately, they are the official vendor for Storm Arena with these figures as far as getting them at the cheapest cost. Now, you could go through Image Anime. They do sell theirs a little bit more expensive, but you also do get yours a little bit quicker if you go through them. They were the official partner with Storm through the New York Comic Con and some of their other events, but I'm telling you guys, if you don't pay attention and, you know, get in gear now if you haven't already, it's going to cost you later, and then, you know, I'm assuming most of you won't even hop on board, but it's more just to get this out there because I hate to see people not take advantage of something that is not going to even hurt them now. Like the pre-order for Nash, and unfortunately, this guy that you see on screen is sold out, so you can't get him anymore. Unless he becomes in stock when the batch comes in, pre-orders are sold out. I don't know if that means once they get them in stock, then, you know, that means they get, you know, a few extras and you can buy them then. But I'm telling you now, Dan, Charlie, Sagat especially, like these figures are not going to sit around and wait for you to go on sale. This isn't going to show up at RossCon, okay? This isn't going to show up at your Ollies. It's not going to show up anywhere like that. So if you guys want in, I get in now, and you can't wait on this one. I'm just telling you now. That's really what the the public service announcement of the day, because I can't, I'm getting about 3 or 4 messages a day saying, hey, when's Ken restocking? Can I get a Ken? Where's Ken? When does he come? He's not. He's gone, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but it's like, if you want in on the line, you got to get while the getting's good, because unfortunately, the major con with Storm, they don't do restocks. And I think they did do a restock on like a few, but it was years later. Like years later. So, I don't know, guys. For those that missed out on Ken, unfortunately, you are going to have to pay a bit of a bigger price. But, you know, unfortunately, it's just, you know, excuse me, not unfortunately. Fortunately, you've only missed out on one character from Street Fighter Alpha and one character from Baki, because the suit guy is sold out. I forget his name. And Ryu's not going to be far behind. So if you don't have a Ryu, go get him now. I don't want to get a bunch of people saying, when's Ryu going to restock? This guy right here, he's the one that's sold out as well, I believe, on Big Bad Toy Store. He very well could come in stock, like I said, once they satisfy those orders. But I'm telling you, Dan, Sagat, any of the rest, I get it done now. Because if you don't, you'll be paying later, or you're just going to be out. So, I didn't want to make this a big one, but, you know, it seems weird to do it right after the QC thing, to tell you to go, hey, go buy all these figures, even though they just had a bunch of QC issues with their exclusives. But, you know, I'd rather be safe than sorry. And if they do have issues and you buy through Big Bad Toy Store, I think they have some type of return policy or something like that. So, other than that, guys, I just wanted to point that out, because unfortunately, Ken is sold out. You cannot get him at retail anywhere that I've seen. Now, if you happen to find one and you need him, get him. But other than that, you're looking now at $60, $70 for Ken. And then the sooner rest to follow. Like Ryu, I'm sure he's just a few purchases away from being sold out on Big Bad Toy Store, because he's pretty much been as popular as Ken. But Ken's been out longer, so they might have a few more left of Ryu. But, I mean, purple, okay, some of these, like the purple one, like that, maybe you'll be alright on the purple variants. But everything else, I'm telling you, if this Ryu came in stock on Big Bad Toy Store, I would pick him up immediately. Same with any of the exclusives, even though, I don't know. I feel bad, because I'm starting to see people have the same issue that initially started with the traditional collectibles line. And, you know, unfortunately, that's the flaw. But, you know, we tried to warn everybody, and unfortunately, the sellouts are happening faster than even me and Mars predicted. So, wanted to bring this to everyone's attention that, you know, hey, Big Bad Toy Store, they don't charge you up front. Get it in. Otherwise, forever hold your peace, because if you think about it and you go back and it's sold out, well, then you missed the boat. So, I just wanted to get that across, because, I don't know, Mars is telling me that he's getting every day as well. Where's Ken? How can I get Ken? And it won't be long before people are saying, hey, where's Baki? How do I get Baki? How do I get Sagat? Then so on and so on. So, you know, word of the wise, don't wait, or you're going to pay for it later. Other than that, guys, just a short one today. I have to say this because I know a lot of people are asking when he's restocking. And the breaking news and unfortunate news is he's not. So, other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Richie Figs. Later.